Hello, welcome to the week of Thanksgiving and our weekly meditation. So today I'd like to focus on gratitude, but it's specific gratitude. Gratitude for ourselves, for all that we've been through this year, for making it as far as we have. And for the unexpected opportunities and bizarre gifts or awakenings this year has offered us. So let's begin by finding a comfortable seat. If you need to feel supported and held, go for a really full body experience on a couch or a bed or in a high back chair or a recliner. Or if you'd like to sit upright and really feel empowered in your body, you can go for an unsupported erect spine. I want you to remember that you can exit the meditation anytime. If you're feeling unsafe or anxious, you can open your eyes and stop the recording. And I would encourage you to connect with a mental health professional. You can send me an email and I can connect you with someone if need be. So, once you're seated, I want you to go ahead and begin feeling the weight of your body. You're not actively moving, you're just, with every exhalation, sinking more deeply into the surface that's supporting you. Allowing whatever parts of your body might be gripping, your brow line, your jaw, your shoulders, your back, your bottom, your hands. Just relaxing them with every exhalation without judgment or punishment, and just noticing and letting go, surrendering into this moment right now, today. I just want you to take a few breaths, and I won't speak. I'm just going to give you some time to just notice your breath and begin to let it expand and contract at gradually slower paces. Arriving in your body and noticing how active or jumpy your mind is. That's its job, so you don't have to get upset with it or with yourself if you become distracted. It's just the mind's job, and you're sitting and taking a moment for yourself. And that's going to strengthen that ability to get distance from your mind. Watch it chatter and distract you, and then just come back to the moment, back into your body. On this Thanksgiving, I want you to notice yourself in this moment after a really long year. Here you are, here you sit, still alive, gratefully. Perhaps battered and bruised a bit, but still here. I'd like for you to take a moment to just, without dwelling or getting stuck in any storylines, I just want you to kind of imagine where you were at the beginning of last year, pre-pandemic. And then as we slid into the spring, where you were when you found out about the pandemic and all that's transpired since the spring, the summer, the fall. And here we approach the transition into winter. And I just want you to acknowledge yourself for the ways that you've been resilient in mind and body and spirit, for the ways that you've grown and transformed. Perhaps there are things that happen now that might have really caused a lot of discontent and upset in years past. But after everything you've been through this year, maybe you're capable of shifting out of that, or maybe it's in better perspective now. It's okay if that's not the case, but we've all had our own load to carry this year, our own losses to grieve, our collective losses to grieve, changes and awakenings that we've needed, even if we haven't wanted them. And I want you to give yourself the attaboy that you have needed. Maybe no one else has acknowledged how hard you've worked to get through this year, how much you've shown up when you haven't wanted to, how vulnerable you've been or courageous you've been. I want you to tell yourself what you've needed to hear. You are worthy of praise, of acknowledgement, of validation. Just really focusing on gratitude for who you are, for how far you've come. Now I'd like for you to think about, it's so easy in the landscape of 2020 to just focus on all the things that have been so hard and so struggly. But I'd like for you to take a moment to bring to mind one thing, at least one thing, that has unfolded this year that you needed, or you wanted, or you really appreciated. an opportunity or an awakening or a gift that was really necessary and has brought you something that you're grateful for. I just want you to hold that image or thought in your mind and feel it in your chest. Feel that gratitude. We never know if something is actually really good or bad, and perhaps nothing is inherently good or bad. It just is. It may be comfortable or uncomfortable, but we never know how down the road that experience might provide something that brings us great joy or great peace. And so even when it doesn't make sense, saying thank you, taking time to focus on the goodness, try writing 1 to 3 things you're really grateful for every day until the end of the year. And see if it helps. See if you go looking for things to be grateful for. Today I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you've shared this time with yourself and with Spirit. I'm grateful for the way that you've shown up for yourself. Took action in the direction of peace and compassion and healing. And I wish you and whomever you're sharing any of your time with, your holidays with, that you find a sense of connection, a sense of relief, that you have a moment of goodness. And let this be evidence for all that you're capable of and more in the days to come. I want you to take a deep breath, fill up your belly. And let go. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Come back into the room. I wish you a wonderful holiday.